everybody. Welcome to Laser Vision Comics, our Prowlers and Paragons Chronicle story, whatever the hell you want to call it, series. My name's Tom, sometimes called Bolthra, and I have got my players here tonight, and we are finally here for Grayfin and the Masters of M.U.C.K. We've been waiting for this and really psyched to get started. So I want to let my players go ahead and introduce themselves. I will start with the Limey Dragon himself. Tell us who you're playing, sir.
I'm playing the infamous Grayfin, master of all sewage and everything in the sewers.
Right. And Carlos, I think you're muted.
So I am playing Chopper. Chopper, residents of Nocturne will know Chopper as the four-legged mascot of Chopper's Junkyard and Recycling Emporium. He is a kind of Labrador Golden Retriever mutt-type character. He is not a good dog because this is a villains campaign. So we'll see what his fiendishness is going on into.
Awesome. And Jeffrey.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey, and I'm playing a cocky, egotistical superhero villain named Neon.
Awesome. All right, guys. We are going to pick up with our first panel. We can zoom into a dive bar somewhere just off Bourbon Street. This place is called the Pickled Rabbit. The owner, Scheller O'Donovan, is a former mercenary who settled down and opened the place about 20 years ago. It's truly a place of scum and villainy, and it tends to attract villains. Well, they'd like to not think of themselves as villains. I guess maybe they think of themselves as just, anti-heroes, perhaps. Folks who maybe don't fit in with the normal bars, the normal folks. And as we come in, we come to a kind of a large table it's kind of sitting in front of a bunch of TVs. The drinks are cheap. The people's morals are even looser and cheaper than the drinks themselves. And we come in to find Grayfin himself and Neon kind of sitting next to each other, having we'll find out what kind of drinks they like to have. Chopper sitting on the floor. Maybe they got him a bowl. I don't know if Chopper drinks alcohol.
He doesn't, but it's fine.
Okay, so maybe just a nice bowl of water. And they're all kind of nursing their wounds from their time meeting each other. They all really kind of kicked each other's asses. Swarm isn't there for some reason. You wonder maybe maybe he got distracted with something and just kind of buzzed off. Pun intended. But unfortunately we're missing Quentin tonight, but we'll have him hopefully in place for game 2. So for tonight, Swarm is not there. Kind of arranged around the bar though are a lot of other characters you guys would recognize. One of them is a kind of a known villain. Maybe he likes to not think of himself as like a B or C level villain. His name is Plasmid. Kind of has gray slicked back hair, and his hands are always kind of dripping some like black gooey snot kind of stuff. But he's sat down with the team and is having a couple drinks with them. And let's see what maybe the team is kind of starting to talk about as we kind of zoom into the table.
So, Flazzy, here's a napkin. Keep your stuff on your side. What's the last thing you did recently?
Man, I was in Chicago, and some stupid. Do you guys know Ashley and Smashley?
No.
They're kind of, they're not even B level villains. They're C level. We were at this junkyard, and we were trying to boost some spare parts. And when some of these do-gooders show up, some guy with ice powers or something, some teenager with like gray hair and white hair or something, and some girl in a lightning suit or something. I don't know. Yeah, we got our asses handed to us, so I figured I'd just come back down to Nocturne, where maybe things are just a little more on our side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, as long as you pay your fees to me, you can stay here, Nocturne.
Uh, well, wait, nobody said anything about that. I mean, I bought you guys a round of drinks. I mean,
Well, in that case, you have to buy another one.
And he'll tell Grayfin, tell him not to steal from the junkyard here in Nocturne.
And yeah, the junkyard here, the one that's owned by Chopper. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with that guy. He has a tendency to bite.
he kind of leans over and he's kind of like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, all right.
I don't know if he's had his rabies shot yet either.
And the owner, Scheller, kind of strolls by. He's got a cigar hanging out of his mouth, and he's, "Get you boys another one."
Yeah, it's on him. And I point to Smucky.
Plasmid's like, wait. All right, he's kind of reaching for his wallet, and it's like, but he's like, he hasn't turned off the snot stuff on his hands. He's like, oh, hold on. He's like kind of wiping his arms, and he's like kind of reaching for his wallet. He's like, can you spot me a little bit?
Really? Fine. Put it on my tab.
Thanks, Grayfin. And Scheller kind of just, he's like, we gotta keep guys like him who can't pay out of here, because they're not even like good, they're not even good for anything in here. And there's a couple TVs on in the place. I mean, they are literally like old, like panel TVs. I mean, he hasn't invested in flat screens, because honestly, too many of the patrons seem to break the TVs and throw bottles at it. So he maybe still has some black and white TVs in there, and some if he's feeling really generous, maybe some late '90s. When they called them flat, what do they call them? Flat panel or something like that. Like the front was flat, but the back was still like this. And up on the screen, you see there's like a press conference going on. And you recognize the mayor of Nocturne, Rachel Bennings, is on a stage with a gentleman you probably recognize. You might have seen him on the news before. His name is Jaden Young, and he is the CEO of a company called Silver Star Solutions. And down below on the screen, the line says, "New initiative to clean up the streets and drive out crime from Nocturne." And Plasmid's like, "Hey, can you turn that up so we can hear what this jerk off's saying?"
Chopper turns it up.
That's true. Okay. It goes into the mayor steps away, and Jaden Young takes the mic. He is a former high school football star from Illinois, who in Desert Storm earned the Silver Star, and after returning to the States, started his own security company, and is actually now maybe the largest private security company in the country, and branching out into other countries. He just has natural good looks. I mean, an impeccable suit, and he's standing up to the microphone and just has this all shucks humble look on his face. He's like, "Oh, thank you all for having me here. I'm just a poor country boy who made good, and I'm just so glad to be able to serve my country and give back. The good people of Nocturne should not have to live in fear. We will take back this city and drive out all the scum who make it unlivable." And the crowd cheers. And he says, you know, those no good, rotten scum who steal from the people and cause chaos and destroy the environment, like that shark guy or whatever his name is. What's his name again? And then people shout, Grayfin. And he's like, oh, yeah, well, we got plans for Grayfin, let me tell you. And behind him is a video screen that comes up, and it kind of flashes bright colors and a flag, and you know, and he kind of just Jaden steps back. He goes, let me tell you about here are Nocturne's new allies. They'll support the police and the citizens of this great city in taking back the streets. I give you the Crusaders. And the next image is of a woman in a blue and gray bodysuit with a mask that covers her face. And she poses in a fearsome stance. She has silver claws on her hands. And it says, She-Wolf on the bottom. The next is a slender young man in a domino mask and a red and silver bodysuit. He flexes and kind of just gives the camera just kind of a weird grin. And it says, Rhyme, R-I-M-E. The next one is an enormous man wearing jeans and a flannel shirt and a tattered ball cap. And he gets up, he just flexes at the screens, and his muscles just ripple. And it says, Ogre. And then last is a small girl. She's wearing kind of a black and white bodysuit with a headband that holds back a mane of black hair. She gives the camera kind of a shy smile, but you just get this little bit of twinkle.
Lost audio. Did other people?
Yeah, I can't hear Balthra at all.
Yeah, it's right at the twinkle it cut out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Same here, right at the twinkle. I really wanted to hear the name too. It's suspenseful. Oh, you're back. You're back.
Oh.
Chopper, turn it up even more.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
turn it up.
Okay, you can hear me again?
Yes.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, her name is Dice. And then another graphic comes up and says, they're Crusaders cleaning up Nocturne and driving out the scum. And the crowd cheers again. And a marching band starts playing up, behind them. And then the news mentions that there's going to be a charity dinner that's planned for tonight as a way to spread the word. Jaden, the mayor, and several dignitaries will attend it, to be held at the Civic Center. And then on the stage, you see a figure you do recognize, a well-known hero by the name of Citizen Soldier. Comes up and he just kind of crosses his arms and has this fierce look he gives at the camera. And then they go to the weather or something like that. So
Neon, I thought Neon was the hero of Nocturne. Wasn't that you?
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't hear about this.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like you just got ousted, bro.
Plasmid looks over at Neon and goes, "Hey, aren't you the sidekick for that owl guy up in Chicago?"
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Oh, did he kick you out or something?
Yeah, sure. Let's call it that.
Wow.
He got bird flu.
So, Plasmid, he's like, so, what do you think? Want to crash the party?
Oh yes, definitely.
Excellent. He's kind of
All
wiping
those people in fancy dresses. Oh yeah.
kind of wiping the black snot all over his hands.
We need to. If we can embarrass them, then we can make videos for Neon again, and he can make money from that. He's the hero, not these people.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the Civic Center, and I didn't have a map. I apologize. Kind of just a round building, about 3 or maybe 4x, maybe 4 entrances. Kind of one on each direction. There's probably going to be a heavy police presence outside for anything that's involving the mayor and rich people. So, but you can try to get there early if you'd like, or you can kind of wait till the shindig starts. What would be their style?
I'd just do the gross thing and pop up in a toilet. Men's, women's, John, it doesn't matter. I'll just pop out that way.
Plasmid's like, I don't think that's really my style, going in a toilet. I mean, I think I'd rather, kind of come crashing through a window or something dramatic like that,
No, that's more of a Neon thing.
I was gonna say,
glitz.
well, Neon's a hero. Can he swing an invite?
Yeah, I might be able to pull some strings, work
Okay.
something out.
Okay.
Ooh,
Get
and
to
you could
know
take Chopper in as his guest.
Exactly.
The whole PETA thing or whatever angle.
Chopper will wear his orange vest so he can be a service animal.
Okay. And Chopper buddy, you're gonna need a bath too.
What? He's gonna start shaking.
I can
Pours
get
a
that.
bowl of water over himself. Okay.
Nope. I mean with soap. Like,
Fine. I probably have one back at the base.
the base. He's
Yeah,
got a base.
koozie.
Yeah, of course I have it. Don't you have a base?
I mean, as a matter of speaking.
Okay. Well, I have a base too.
All right.
It's at the junkyard.
Base. We don't know about the base.
Props.
All right.
Where he keeps his stash of squeaky toys.
Among other things.
Squirrel.
A shark. Oh, sorry. Too personal there. Shark fin.
I want to have Neon make let's make you make a professional roll.
A professional role.
Yeah, to see if you can work the system to maybe get an invite.
Okay, so I got 3
Okay.
on that. If we're going by successes, that is 1 success.
Okay. He can make a phone call, and they're like, Neon who?
Hello, Neon. I've got like 34 million followers on Herogram, and I founded Herogram. I mean, I hero the city. Any of this ringing a bell?
All right, hold on. I'm gonna put you on hold.
Wait,
And
are you
hear some-
serious?
you hear some cheerful, happy music. Comes back and it goes, yeah, we could probably get you in, but the foundation really needs a donation. So if you'd be able to give a donation to the Heroes Initiative for Nocturne, we'd be glad to get you right in.
All right, sure. Put me down for what did you say? 10 grand acceptable?
Sure. Yeah, no problem. We can. You know what? I think we might even have an upgrade on a table. That would be. Let me see. Let me see what we can do for you. And they put you on hold again real quick.
That's more of what I like to hear.
Thank you, Crash. They come back and they're like, Mr. Neon, would it be just you, or is there anyone else going to be attending with you?
One moment, please. All right, anybody else gonna enter along with me?
Service animal.
Okay.
Plasmid's like, yeah, I'll go with you.
Yeah, I can't turn mine off. So yeah.
Plasma, you got a good disguise?
Just gotta keep my hands in my pockets.
Yeah, all right.
He's like, I might have a tux, but I didn't bring it. I just came into town a couple nights ago. So
We'll take care of that.
okay.
Yes, hello.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll just be me, a +1, and 1 service animal.
Of course, of course. Do you have any dietary requirements we should know about?
Yeah, I have a very lean diet, so no carbs, only lean meat, chicken or pescatarian, and that should be just fine. Oh, and no rice, please, or sauces of any kind.
Okay, that sounds great. We will see you at the door with your passes, Mr. Neon.
Thank you very much. And
And then,
I'll have my donation wired to you in the morning.
but we would like to get that like before the dinner tonight. So if you're able to transfer that tonight. Hello?
Oh, did I say morning? Sorry,
Yeah.
I meant now.
Oh, excellent. Thank you very much. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, you've been so helpful. I very much appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to experiencing your wonderful service later this evening.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And and then they kind of just gently put down the phone and whatever. All right.
Yeah. I hang up and I just go schmuck.
All right. The dinner is going to start in about 2 hours. Anything anyone would like to plan? I know Griffin's probably got to get down the toilet and
Yep. I'll flush
get
myself.
moving.
Chopper is going to go back to the junkyard because they said he needed a bath. So
Okay.
and it's a pretty big junkyard, and he wanders in, and there's a doghouse like go to the back, and he enters the doghouse, and there's like a little circle at the back, and he walks up to it, and a laser scans his eye, and the circle, the back of the doorway opens. He walks in. There's an elevator which takes him down, and it's a super high tech base like underneath the junkyard. And he goes in, and he's like, shower, and he starts wandering off. He's greeted by an artificial intelligence that is checking on him. He disables the lasers, and he goes to take a shower. So no one else, of course, sees this, but that is what is happening there.
That's awesome.
While he's there, though, he is going to find a little orange vest and a little backpack, which he's going to stick in paraphernalia for videotaping for YouTube videos, because he really wants to, or Herogram, I guess, because he really wants to monetize whatever happens today. So
Awesome. All right. Neon, you need to prepare anything?
Yeah, Plasmid and I are just gonna go tux shopping, and I imagine it's kind of like one of those like trying on is it the right fit sort of montages where it's like Plasmid comes out like he's picking his clothes at first and comes out and it's like a horrible look. It's like
Oh, that's perfect.
goes back and it's like plaid and spots or something like that. It's like just like me shaking my head, and then eventually just like I just shove some things at him.
Yeah, and he kind of just like kind of smiles and just kind of slicks back his hair with some goo. And he's like, "Let's go." All right, we're gonna flash forward to the main entrance at the Civic Center. There are several news crews there filming. It's almost like a red carpet event, and they several cop cars around. I don't believe Neon's been in any trouble in Nocturne that anyone's noticed, so he might not necessarily be wanted. So he can probably you're not getting your deposit back. So yeah, he's able to walk up. Plasmid though throws on some sunglasses, like that's gonna distract people from this sticky black hair. But he just kind of he actually probably got a cane for tonight, so he probably has like a cane. He's a walking stick. And Chopper, everyone's like, "Oh, adorable! Look at the puppy."
He's on duty. You can't touch him right now.
Ah,
But he is
okay.
wearing sunglasses also.
You get up to the walk, and one of the reporters comes over and goes, "Are you Neon, sir?"
Why? Yes, I am.
Oh, and she, fawning all over you. She's like, "We have a real live superhero tonight, and not just a regular hero, but someone who is ready to give back to the people and donate their time to help clean this place up and prevent any of this horrible crime that we've had throughout the city. We really want to thank you for your service, Neon." And I think he actually would have an earpiece, but actually he's telepathic. So I think we had established that there probably was already a connection or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So.
He probably does have something like that though, because not only he's also something of a hacker, so he probably does have something that can do it.
So, and after they're kind of done fawning on you and fawning on Chopper, they just kind of look at Plasmid like, yeah, right this way, sir. You can come in, and they stroll in. They get inside. There's probably about 50 tables, just an elaborate setup. Because of course, politicians know how to, treat themselves right, and like throw out the money. Meanwhile, in the we're gonna just say we'll go with the men's room, off the east entrance. We'll say the toilet starts to gurgle, and there's a guy in a stall next to it, and he's like, "Hey, easy, buddy, calm down." How would Grayfen like to emerge? Is he
explosive.
Explosive? Okay.
I have no morals. Love the bathroom.
Could you make me I want a charm roll. I just want to see how
Charm. Hang on a second. Cat interference. I got 2. Wow.
Okay. So it's just kind of like a whoosh, and it kind of like splashes on the sides of the stall, and you just kind of pull yourself out.
Yeah.
And you kind of feet planted on the seat. And the guy next door is like, "Hey, whoa, hey, man, you're splashing all over here."
That's okay. There's no floaters this time. Maybe next time.
What the hell are you talking about? The guy's starting to scramble to get him, pull himself up, and he's like, so uncouth.
You have no idea, bro. I shoot a gush of water back down the toilet I came out of to see if it increased the pressure on the one he's sitting on.
Oh, and it doesn't, and he gets the ride of his life, let's say. He just goes, "Whoa! What? He's like, all over my suit." Oh.
Powerful bidet.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, so where does Grayfen go from there? He's just going to stay and wait for a signal, or what's he want to do?
I'll walk out of the stall, adjust my outfit, make sure I'm all nice and prim and proper.
Okay.
I'm professional.
Okay.
Wash my hands.
Of course. Those bathrooms are disgusting. So.
And as I leave the bathroom, I turn the lights out and keep going. I assume that Chopper has telepathy with all of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so I figured I'll wait and loiter until he tells me to do something.
Okay. The one of the staff shows Neon and Chopper and Plasmid to their table. it is a table that, man, it is just right up front. Probably a table or two away from the mayor and Mr. Young. And they are when you approach, they're all walking around just glad handing, shaking hands, slapping people on the back, and great, you could come out tonight and help support the people. This in the end, this is really for the children, and all other kinds of bullshit. Anything you guys would like to do as you're just kind of watching?
Are the heroes visible here, or like are the heroes around wandering?
They are not. Actually, they're not. They're not here for some reason. You do see Citizen Soldier is up at one of the tables, but the Crusaders were going to clean up the city aren't here.
That's really interesting, because we want to embarrass this charity auction, right? That's kind of the goal.
Yeah.
So Neon, and we can communicate without speaking telepathically. I have a telepathic link to all of us. Do we want to maybe start messing up the place? Like, we want Grayfin to start doing something, filling the area, anything else like that with sewage or something, or how do we want to proceed? And go ahead.
If you had more, I think I have kind of an idea, but
I was going to say, if you have something that will distract people, the other thing that Chopper wants to do is find out if there's like a charity auction, or if there's like donations or stuff like that happening here. He wants to find out if that is happening while whatever distraction is going on. They're
actually auctioning off a replica bust of the hero Heartbreaker, who had been the city's protector. They have this beautiful bronze bust of her, only about this big, but they're auctioning it off. Bids start at $9,000 or something. So,
and assuming, is this in Nocturne? Is it true here as well as in the traditional Nocturne setting? Heartbreaker is deceased. She had died.
Yes.
Nocturne,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Thank you.
So the city is still kind of mourning her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this picks up fairly, maybe a couple weeks after the Nocturne by Night one shot we did. So, yep.
So what were you thinking, Neon?
So I was thinking if Grayfin could start maybe just like nothing major just yet, but start setting some stuff up. So maybe cause a few sinks to overflow, a few toilets, and starts kind of like you leave the taps running and you start flooding the place. Just give us a little more time, because I want to wait until this thing is in full swing before anything major happens. And I want to take a good look at these heroes, so-called heroes.
All right. Probably see if I can flood the kitchen area first. That way it's further away from the main event. So it's a problem, but it will interrupt the main event.
And I'll kind of get the staff a little distracted to start off too. Yep.
Yes, they are the wet bandits. Plasmid's gonna go kind of wander off on his own. He's starting to go around to some of the buffet tables that are being set up, and they got those little cans of Sterno. He's kind of going in and just dropping some of his goo into the Sterno, and it kind of goes, and then it's starting to get this awful smell is starting to permeate underneath the food, and you see some of the guests going like, we paid a lot of money to be here, and the food is really starting to smell pretty bad. Okay, so
question, if
sure,
I may.
yeah.
Bolter, do I have any previous affiliation with Citizen Soldier?
Roll me a d6.
Just a d6.
Yeah, just roll one.
5.
Okay, no. If it
Okay.
had been even, I would have said yes. So, no. So you probably haven't met him. You were the sidekick, but unfortunately, you probably didn't get invited to the Supreme Hero League meetings and stuff like that. So, but he is a uh, reputable person who really doesn't really have much of a sense of humor. Seems to take his job very seriously, and is probably not going to have a sense of humor for pranks and things like that. But no, he wouldn't recognize you. So
All right. Zero interest. I'm gonna go ahead and start like taking selfies and posting them.
okay, all right.
Hey, Chopper, can you access the cameras to see if there's like a waiting room that the other heroes could be sitting in?
If they're connected to a computer, I absolutely can.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you start looking around on that. Could you give me a technology roll there, Chopper?
I can, and I have. Let me get them real quick.
Okay.
I have actual dice for Prowlers and Paragons.
Woohoo.
I know.
Get the blue ones or the red ones?
I got the blue ones and the red ones. So technology deck. So I have the power machine control.
Mhm.
So I'm going to use that as well.
Okay.
And the technology dice, I have 8E.
Oh boy.
So I will go ahead and do the roll. Chopper is very good with technology. So the dice are fun. I don't know if you've seen them, but they have they're blanks and then the silvers and then the gold. So it works just like the regular dice. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
Oh God. Okay. He pretty much has the run of the IT system. Checking through the cameras, no, he doesn't see these heroes anywhere. He sees a couple of servers smoking a joint. He finds some guy is playing some kind of Candy Crush game or something when he's supposed to be watching a monitor. But no, he doesn't find that out. Now, Neon, you're kind of starting to post stuff online. Could you give me a technology roll, please?
Oh boy. Yep. 1.
Okay. Yeah, you're posting stuff. You don't notice anything. Chopper, though, you do come across something about the, and it was probably not something from the venue, but something came up, maybe on Herogram, that Neon didn't notice. Something about the Crusaders are been sent on a mission. Just like, the Crusaders off on special assignment.
Nobody has like I will share that information that the Crusaders are off somewhere. So that is interesting and a little concerning. But I don't think any of us are well enough that they'd be after us somewhere else, would they? Well, let's see. I will share that information.
Okay.
Well, this is a bust.
We still got to rain on their parade, though. Come on.
Oh, absolutely.
They're sponsoring this. I mean,
Well, they're not here. This might be a perfect time for it, even.
Or this could be a trap.
I don't know. It seems like kind of a big way to try to trap a bunch of, well, no offense, guys like us.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
You don't want chicken out, do you?
Chicken? Oh, no. Chicken right now, cooks are kind of trying to keep the chicken from getting wet. But
Oh, there's chicken?
they'll be saving drumstick.
Yeah.
No bones.
Chopper, make a willpower roll, please. Because you caught a scent of chicken.
I do. Well, luckily I am a psychic and I have a pretty good willpower. All right. Oh gosh, that's a lot. That's 6 successes.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh.
Yeah. He's ready. He's
Your
ready.
mic cut out again.
I'm out again. Yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
There it
You're
is.
back.
Okay. It must be my internet or something. Okay.
When is the auction anyway?
Probably about 45 minutes.
Okay,
I want that bust.
that's what I was thinking. And what kind of security is around here? That's a question. Around the area and around there.
Well,
Yeah.
around the sculpture is two Silver Star Solution officers. There's mostly in the hallways is where you're seeing like police. In here, I look around. You suspect there's like smoke car.
I'm having a hard time hearing you now.
How's that? You guys hear me now?
That's
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh,
Okay. All right. Let's try this.
Oh, you're just
And
gonna.
now we can't hear you at all.
I think your headset's dying.
How's this?
It seems to be. Oh,
Nope.
It was for a split second, and then it went out again.
Yep.
Have to old school it.
He can hear us.
Yeah.
How's this?
Good.
Yeah,
Better?
it's
Say something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Better? Worse? Better? Worse?
It's
Better. A lot
staying.
better.
It's staying. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just keep it plugged in. Yeah. So the auction's in about 45 minutes. Probably right after when they're ready for dessert, coffee, and more drinks. Is Grayfin? He's gonna go into the kitchen, or is he gonna try to work through the pipes or something?
Probably go to the basement and get to the main infrastructure of all the piping system.
Okay. There's no basements in Nocturne.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I will go to the master plumbing area. Oh, we just
Okay.
lost Carlos.
Let's see.
He got the chicken.
He's got the chicken.
Yeah,
I'm back.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's have you. What kind of effect do you want to do? You want to have like the water come bursting out, or I know you talked about trying to flood or something like that.
yeah,
so-
I'm gonna over pressurize all the pipes to where they will pretty much explode and spill gray water
Okay.
everywhere.
Okay.
Not green water, the gray water.
All right. Are you waiting for a particular time, like maybe when people are starting to eat, or maybe when the speeches begin, or?
Oh no, when people are eating, that way grosses them out and makes me more sick.
All right.
So I got to rely on Chopper to tell me when that is because I'm not in the
Okay.
main room.
Yeah. Chopper's kind of the point man. He's going to kind of
Oh, yeah.
communicate like when things should
Mhm.
happen.
True words.
Okay, so they begin serving the food. Some people are going like, "It kind of smells funny." Plasmid has now moved over by the dessert table and has just left a big smear of black goo. And then there's like one of those like chocolate fountains or whatever. He just kind of goes in and just starts rubbing his hands in it and just starts flicking it up in the air and stuff. Jaden goes up to give a speech, and he's like, tapping the glass, and he's like, "Hello, can I have everyone's attention? I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight and supporting our initiative to clean up the city. And I'm told we might have a celebrity here. Mr. Neon, do you think you could come up and say a few words to the folks?"
And Neon kind of does this like, no.
He's like, "Oh, come on up."
All right. He gets up, kind of like being all humble about it.
He's like, and this was totally not planned. Everyone, one of the great heroes, and a generous donator as well. Neon. And he kind of just steps back, and people are applauding.
And he's the mayor, right?
No, he is. This is the CEO of Silver Star Solutions.
That's right.
Yeah. So.
All right. Then thank you, Mr. Young. It's a real pleasure to give back. Truly.
Would this be
No,
a good
look at
time? They're giving the speeches now.
Yeah. Let me get out of the spotlight first. Just in my head.
Possible
And
liability.
Okay.
Oh shoot, he's right. Neon just realized he may have played himself into a corner here.
And they're all kind of looking at him like, is that all he has to say? And Jaden kind of comes up and just takes a microphone. A man of few words. Thank you very much, sir.
Now.
And he's like, wait, are you going to say more?
I mean, I don't really want to toot my own horn, but it just like takes the mic.
Gives it back to him. It's okay.
It really brings me a lot of hope, that we're moving into a new age for this fine city. And, I'm just really looking forward to meeting these crusaders and really getting to know who they are and how we can put our strength together and work towards a better future for everybody here. So.
Well, I couldn't agree with you more. From what I'm told, they couldn't be with us tonight. They're dedicated to their work. They actually wanted to just get started right away. But we do have Citizen Soldier here, which everybody knows Citizen Soldier, and everyone just starts clapping. And in the kitchen, there begins a slow rumble in the pipes. And the staff is pretty busy, but then one guy just kind of stops and looks around. He goes, he just kind of puts his ear towards the wall. And he's like, I don't know. Hey, chef, something. Now, is Grayfin going to come out through the pipes, or is he's just manipulating them from afar?
I'm just gonna manipulate him from afar.
Okay. So the pipes start shaking. The staff is just starting to back up, and it's just like, hey, what's going on? And then the pressure gives, and then all the sinks just water starts to explode from them. There's actually a water fountain at the very back of the room where everyone is, and that just like starts gushing water, but it's not nice clean water. It's this gray, mucky, maybe some chunks in it. It just starts gushing out, and it's starting to flood through the kitchen, and the staff just start running out. They're like, fuck this, we're done. And some of the security staff who are guarding the bust turn and look away towards the kitchen. And Jaden is like, it's okay, folks. Sounds like a little problem with the kitchen. Everyone, give it up again for Neon. Give it up for Citizen Soldier. Let's just have a great night, everybody. And he clicks the mic off, and he's like, motherfucker. And he goes like stomping back over to his table. Now the water starting to flood out of the kitchen from the water fountain, and actually up above, you kind of hear, maybe kind of in the rafters, just this big groaning sound. Where does Grayfin want to put himself now?
Oh, I'm gonna ride the waves.
Okay.
I'm gonna lead the charge into the main room with everybody. I tell Chopper he needs to get out his raincoat.
Okay.
What's under the table?
What's Chopper doing? He's going under the table.
He's going under the table.
Okay. And Neon, what would you like to do?
Neon's just kind of taking note and getting ready to just dash off at light speed to get out of the way of it.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. Oh, am I off the stage at this point, or am I still on?
Yeah. You kind of walked off the stage.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll make sure to like excuse myself as if I'm going to go use the restroom and have a reason to not be right in the middle when everything hits.
And you start heading towards the restroom, and you see a brown gray flood is starting to come down the hallway from that way. And people are just like, ah. Women are like pulling up their dresses and running around, and that's when the I can't think of the word, the sprinkler system starts dripping a little bit, and it's just this kind of like slow drizzle first. It's kind of brownish, kind of, and that's when people really start to panic, and they're starting to run. And the mayor actually, she runs up to the microphone and she's like, "No, everyone, please, please, please. It's just a maintenance problem. Please, just stay where you are. Everything's going to be fine." Would anyone else like to do anything? And I mean, this is the GM talking, not the mayor.
Okay.
So, not the mayor. So
The mayor.
she's trying to calm everybody down.
Yeah, I think for right now, Neon's gonna keep playing along, but
Okay.
yeah, let everybody douse a little bit longer. Let them marinate.
How fast is
Let
Neon?
marinate.
If Neon's fast enough, he could run around the outside and lock all the doors. Keep them all in.
Oh, yeah, I do like that idea. If I'm far, am I far enough like removed from? Is there enough of a distraction going on that I could?
Yeah, you
easily,
could.
like.
Yeah, it's basically like it's a circular building with basically a circular hall just kind of around the perimeter. So you could, like, where you're going towards the bathroom is like on the outside of the I mean the outer rim of the arena. So yeah, so you could probably get to the entrances and doors and all that. You do see there's a lot of people starting to like exit. They're just like starting to walk towards the exits, and that's when the sprinklers give and they just bust, and it's just brown and gray water just starting to flood the place, and people are screaming, and they're all starting to run for the exits.
What's the visibility like now?
For you, probably still pretty good. You're under a table, so you can. But it's probably like an afternoon shower right now. I mean, it's
Okay. Chopper's going to singing in the rain there. Chopper's going to come out, not do his Gene Kelly impression. He's going to use a telekinetic shield to kind of keep the rain off of him, very subtle if he can. And head towards the other side, towards the outside, maybe towards kind of where Neon was going. I'm picturing it in that direction as well.
Okay. I don't think he needs to roll for that shield, does he? I don't remember. No.
Nope,
Okay.
it's an active defense type thing. So
That's what I thought. That's what I remembered. Okay. So, Griffin, what are you doing?
I'm going to bust out and do the Fred Astaire. Surprise!
The security guards have now left the statue, the bust, and they're running towards their boss, Jaden. You see Plasmid go sliding up to the bust, and he's kind of starting to put his slimy hands on it.
I tell Chopper, watch Plasmid. He's after our bust.
He's stuffing it in his tuxedo, so it's like bulging out.
do I want to try to take it from him, or do we want him to be the fall guy? Is the question.
But he owes me money for beer.
He does. That's true. That's true. And what are the odds that the bus isn't trapped? I know it's a symbolic thing. I'll keep an eye on Plasmid. Like if he tries to, he has the big thing on him. But if he tries to like leave, then Chopper will do something.
Yeah, you. Oh, go ahead.
You can let Neon know, and Neon can bust him.
Oh, I've told Neon. Oh, that's true. Neon, the hero.
Neon,
Hang
the
on.
hero.
Give me a minute to set up. Give me a minute to set up some cameras real quick. So he has his little backpack with iPhones and little tripods, and he'll use them to kind of set up a camera so that he can stream Neon catching Plasmid.
Okay. Plasmid starts heading for, let's say you guys were heading towards the east entrance. Plasmid starts heading for the south entrance. He's kind of scooting his way through the crowd. Excuse me, pardon me.
All right.
All right, Neon.
You ready? Okay.
Ready.
So Neon's gonna do a quick change and
Okay.
like literally just like disappears in a and
Okay.
there's just a blue streak and he's already like changed as he's on the move. And would it be possible for me to like run around so that I do that cool thing where like if Plasmid is trying to make his way down the corridor, he like turns a corner, I'm just standing right in front of him.
Yeah. Let's see. Your speed thing, is that
That'd be running.
right? Yeah, let's have you just run that. Just have you
Okay.
roll that. Plasmid's not the fastest guy, but just for effect, I want to see how well you do.
Okay. That is 1, 2, 3. Oof. Not my best. 3.
Oh, you could just about collide with him. Like he's kind of heading towards the door, and you kind of just clip him. And instead of getting in front of him, you kind of clip him, and he kind of spins a little bit and starts to drop the bust.
Could I make a grab for it?
Yeah. Give me a let's see, that'd probably be an agility roll.
Okay. Okay, that's much better. So with the 6s, that's 5.
Okay. Yeah, your hand just flashes and it just catches it in midair. And
Hey?
you just, hey, I was taking that back to the pickled rabbit for us. We can fence it later.
You were taking it.
Well, yeah, you would have.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, come on, you would have done the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what separates heroes from villains.
Chopper's fuzzing the audio a bit so that in case when Plasmid is talking, to make sure nothing incriminating is going to go on with that.
Yeah, give me a technology roll. I just want to see what you're able to edit and present.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What goes out on the feed is just this scumbag Plasmid had somehow snuck his way in, but luckily the hero Neon was there to foil him, and a lot of and just all over the city, people are seeing this and they're like, oh man, how did that scumbag get in there? Thank God somebody like Neon was there. And his social media is just like booming. Just it's just hashtag Neon Hero is just like going all over. That you want to continue the gray water there, Grayfin?
I'll say Chopper is also using social media. Like he's
Okay.
using the bots that he has to amp up the viewer counts and stuff like that. So.
Good.
We are going to be
he's-
good friends, Chopper.
Yeah,
That's right.
Neon Hero is trending everywhere.
I'm gonna stop the deluge of water and just look at the mayor.
Okay. Mare, she is just absolutely drenched. She's got a smear of something kind of going across her forehead, and she's just like, oh.
This is what I think of your Crusaders. Oh,
And
by the
she's
way,
like,
you thought skunk smells were bad. Try this for a couple weeks.
oh. Okay, what are you doing with that? It's your
Just gotta make her smell really
Okay.
horrible.
right. Is it a liquid he throws, or is it
Yeah, it's gonna be a liquid.
okay, almost like skunk whatever they spray
Whatever
or
I can
whatever.
find in the sewers, that's equivalently smelly. Yeah.
All right. Let's see how bad it is.
Wow, that's a lot of 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.
Okay, this just like spray just drenches her, and she just starts screaming. She's just like, "Oh, get this the fuck off me! Oh, this is disgusting." She's like, "Turn off those mics."
Chopper's also broadcasting that, by the way. So this is all being broadcast as well in a different channel. So.
And it's just become chaos in there. People are running, trying to get out the doors. You weren't locking the doors or anything, were you?
I thought Neon did.
I thought you did. You did. Did you lock the doors?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's what I thought. I wanted to.
Mhm.
Okay, so now people are like slamming. They're trying to hit. You're like, come on! You gotta let us out. This is. And just chaos.
All right. So I'd like to. What is Plasmid doing anything noticeable? Is he just kind of holding his ground?
He's just kind of holding his ground. He's just kind of deflated that he got caught.
I'm gonna say, hey, sit tight, don't go anywhere, and could I run back around and making sure to stop long enough so that people could see it's me, like unlock the doors and let the patrons. They're sufficiently soaked, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah. If you're going up and starting to unlock the doors, they're cheering. They can't wait to get out. They're all rushing for the exits. Grayfin, you hear this deep voice from around you going, "I thought I recognized you."
I spin around and look.
And it's Citizen Soldier standing there.
Oh, the true blue underwear guy who pours him on the outside for some reason.
And he throws a punch at your face.
Ouch.
Yeah. You're not gonna have a chance to dodge this because he just.
Surprise attack. I can't stop it. Go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, unfortunately.
I don't have my armor up either. This is gonna hurt.
Oh yeah. Let's
This goes
see.
against my terrible toughness.
Yeah. You know what? Roll your toughness.
Okay. Is he using armor penetrating stuff? Because that would
No. This is just a straight up just punch.
I got a whole whopping 3.
Okay. Yeah. This punch is kind of like an uppercut and just kind of sends you. Whoa! And you just kind of go flying back and like crash through a table. You don't take any damage, but your ego's hurt. and he comes storming towards you.
I pick myself up and I yell, "Chopper! That citizen guy, he's kind of mad at me. So you may, I don't know if you want to continue a fight with this guy or have Neon come in and fight me instead." I spend the rest of my turn putting my watery shield up.
Okay.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
Okay. Plasmid is like looking at Neon, kind of like, "Can I help? Come on."
Telepathically. Telepathically, I'll say, I don't know. What do you think, guys?
Send him after Citizen V.
Yes.
Yeah, why not? If you're feeling scrappy, Plasmid.
I got it. And he goes charging in. It slips and just lands on his ass, and just kind of scramble and get himself up.
You're the man.
And he has to kind of run across the room. So, Grayfin, you would have a chance to attack or run or whatever you'd like to do.
I'm going to ooze an irritant around me just in case he does get into close combat. It'll put him in negatives to attack me.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have to roll on that until he gets
Okay.
close enough.
Okay. All right. So he is going to come towards you again, and then what is that? That's like it's a
It's a
3 or
willpower
something like
test.
that.
Yeah, I'd roll my dice versus his willpower.
Okay.
If he passes, he's fine.
Okay.
And depending on
Okay.
how much he fails, depends on how long the irritant lasts.
Gotcha. All right. He got That's 8, 9. He got 10 successes on his willpower.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, he's perfectly fine. I got 2.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he's charging forward, and that's when a glob of black goo comes flying, and we're gonna see if he can hit. See if our boy Plasmid can. He threw it, but whether or not it's no, it just kind of hits Citizen Soldier's foot, and if anything, he just kind of flips it off like it was, dog crap or something on his foot. Maybe it was dog crap. We don't know what came out of the pipes. So, and Citizen Soldier is gonna try to grab Grayfin.
Okay.
This you could try to dodge if you want to.
Yep. I have a martial arts of 8.
Yeah.
Wow. 2.
Oh boy.
Again.
He does kind of grab you by. Was he wearing some kind of tux or something like that, or I don't know if he described what he was wearing.
No, Grayfin's wearing his supervillain costume.
Okay. So he kind of grabs him kind of by the shirt and kind of pulls him. He doesn't have a great grip on him. He just kind of slides him across. Okay. Chopper and Neon.
So I know Chopper's going to cut the live feed of this because he wants to edit this together later on.
Okay.
Just in case something slips out. So it's still recording, but he's going to cut out the streaming bit. While everyone is distracted, Chopper's going to try to find some kind of computer-ish type thing because, there's something around because he was able to do the videos and stuff, the video things, and he actually wants to try to hack things to get Neon's $10,000 back. And basically put it into something like Bitcoin because Chopper's evil. So so that it's not traceable. So that's what he's going to try to do while this is going on, while this is distracted.
May as well grab some more of it so it's not the even sum of 10,000.
That's right. It won't be so obvious. So he'll get a little bit more than that also.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a monster. He'll leave some for the children, but
For the kids.
For the kids.
He's going to try to get some of that back. So that's what Chopper's doing right now. It's like he's looking around to hack some. When I need to roll, let me know.
That's going to take a couple seconds or so. So let's see what Neon wants to do.
Okay, I'd like to create a distraction to try to get Citizen Soldier to separate from Grayfin. So would it be possible to, is there something on the ceiling, like any lighting structures or anything that I could try to knock so that they go falling and maybe cause a Citizen Soldier to have to
yeah, you could there's the regular lighting. There's
You're going to knock electricity into a room full of water.
Yeah. You can try it if you'd like to, but that might not work out well for you as well.
Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah. If I gotta run, then I know Citizen Soldier's gonna have to, so I'm gonna go for it.
Okay.
Go big or go home.
Yeah. Okay. So there's kind of stadium lighting almost like up above, or so there's catwalks above it. So I mean, you could hit something that could disable one of the lamps or something, and then it would probably come crashing down.
Mm-hmm. And then I think that's exactly what I'd like to do, actually.
Okay.
So
and
I could use my leaping power. Could I use my leaping power to get up to that level?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. So.
Okay. And it kind of gives this metal creaking sound, and as it's starting to break off, and down below there's children huddling under a table with their mother as the thing starts going, and they all start yelling. Citizen Soldier is holding Grayfin and looks up and goes, tosses Grayfin, and just more kind of skids him to the side. No real damage or anything. And then as the lights are falling, we're gonna see if Citizen Soldier can save the day. Yeah. Okay. He might not. Let's see. Ooh. He dives just as the lights hit the table. He manages to kind of push the children out from underneath the table, but the lights like crash down on him. So the children aren't hurt, but he has taken the full, it's probably half a ton or something. I mean, this is big, heavy lights. I mean, it comes crashing down on him. And he is laying still underneath the smashed lights.
All right.
So
I think our work here is done.
I'm not a total villain.
This video is going to be worth money.
I don't believe in hurting kids, so I'm gonna make the water just kind of back away from where the children are, just in case there is electricity.
Okay.
Hurting adults, one thing. Kids, no.
Yeah.
Could I make a show to like run back as if I've just like helped out somewhere else or something, and then
I think that would be an excellent video to have of Neon just flashing in and saves the kids. just a GM suggestion.
Yeah, save the kids and then like double back for Citizen Soldier, and like could I, if I like got the kids all to safety, and then could I run back in and check on Citizen Soldier? Is he his vitals or?
Yeah, you'd have to lift the lights off the table. He's like underneath the table, underneath the lights. So you would need.
Do you actually want to do that, or just asking?
Well,
he might have seen you knock the lights out. I mean, he heard the crash, he heard the noise, and looked, but you don't know if he saw you leap up or not.
I think it's a big good point for us to take off while we have the advantage.
All right. Yeah, I can get with
We
that.
can let Plasmid get the fall for it, and then we take off.
Yeah, the from one of the entrances, the police have started charging in, and yeah, they see Plasmid. They go running past Chopper. Maybe somebody goes, "Good dog," and Grayfin, what do you kind of skidded across the floor.
Where's the bus, by the way, at this point?
Neon should have it.
I have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna magically just evaporate and follow the water out.
All right. So
I don't want to get any more lickings.
You make your exit.
Yeah.
The police come in. They grab Plasmid. They start trying to find a way to like tie him up because he's slippery. And a couple of them look over at like Neon, going like, "Thanks for your help."
Of course, but I'm gonna go after Grayfin. But somebody really needs to get in there and check on Citizen Soldier. We got in a big fight with Grayfin, and between him and Plasmid, I don't know, but
okay,
we get a med team in there ASAP.
Okay, and they're all looking at the lights. They're trying to find a way to like push it off. Okay, so yeah, Grayfin just dries up and escapes. Chopper, are you hanging out or?
Chopper's gonna hang out a little bit. He's gonna head out when Neon hangs out.
He's a service dog. He has to.
With Neon, exactly.
Okay.
However, while this is all going on in the background, I
want to have you make that roll. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he did want to do that. So I forgot I have techie. So it's an extra die for technology rolls. It's a lot of dice. I rolled very well. 9 again. And so what he's trying to do is he's trying to hack this so he can steal back the donation that Neon made, and he's going to turn it into Bitcoin or into NFT type stuff, and immediately sell it to people on 4chan. So that's what he's doing, so that they can get the money, kind of wash the money through Bitcoin and NFTs. So
It'll take you a little while to
That's totally
wash
fine.
it, but
Yeah.
yeah, you'll end up making a nice chunk of change. Okay, so yeah, so he's kind of working on that, just kind of wagging his tail, you
So,
know,
yep.
play.
When Neon leaves, though,
Mhm.
I want to. I don't know what your plan is, but when Neon leaves, he wants to use his telekinesis to like make it look like there was a battle, and maybe should Grayfin escape with the bust? Is that what we want to happen here, or
Yeah.
that's what we'll do? So like, if we go to the other room, so we'll trash the place, make it look like there was a
Mhm.
big fight,
Mhm.
and then give Grayfin the bust to get out of here with that, so that we keep the bust.
Is Neon going to take some damage to reflect his struggle with the villainous Grayfin?
Yeah. I could probably bust up the whole room just by doing like a shockwave
Mm.
and just
They're gonna
kind
do,
of
they're gonna do
yeah.
like a Fight Club thing or something like that. Start punching yourself and just.
Yeah.
I could land some punches for
Yeah, I
you.
was gonna say. I was like, yeah, we'll
Got
say.
it. Oh, and Chopper has an idea. So you can do that,
Mhm.
and he'll if there's like those kind of lights things again, we use the telekinesis to trap Neon under them, so it doesn't actually fall on him, but he's trapped, and then we can get some good shots of Chopper, trying to pull him out because it's very cute. He can't do it at all. We'll get some shots trying to get him out from under the rubber when the police come. Exactly. That's
I
what we're
love
gonna
it. I love it. And the media just love it. They're like loyal service dog, just trying to dig through the wreckage to get to brave Neon, and the villainous Grayfin escapes. And yeah, oh yeah, and the media will just have a field day with this. But yeah, Neon manages to kind of pull himself out once Chopper has helped, just kind of gradually things moving slowly. You know? Maybe the lights weren't totally on him. Maybe they were just sort of hovering a little bit. But yeah, Neon gets up and just kind of brushes himself off, and yeah, the press are touting that, but they are just this horrible Grayfin, the one who, with the ghastly water powers, just attacked innocent people in the civic center, and but they did catch this other scumbag named Plasmid. He's going to get transported to, I don't know. I think this universe has like a stronghold kind of thing or something like that.
Yeah, they're equivalent of Rikers.
Yeah. So Plasma's probably gonna do a little time, and so then afterwards, do Neon and Chopper join him back at the pickled rabbit?
I think that's a really good idea.
Okay. And as you guys come in, the villains who are gathered just stand up and applaud. They just standing ovation. And I'm sorry. How much of a donation?
You can tell who's my friend is in the chat.
Yeah. Yep. How much? I'm sorry, I'm missing all these great comments. I'll look until Chopper.
I was going to say, so he's going to also start a new media campaign saying, "Where were the Crusaders?" That's the hashtag. Where were the Crusaders?
Oh,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's excellent. Yeah, because they weren't around.
Yeah.
And I think that's actually a great place to leave it. Just the last panel is hashtag Where were the Crusaders, and that's where we end for tonight. So I want to thank my players. That was a whole lot of fun. I've been looking forward to running this for a while. So we'll be actually back next Sunday night for issue number 2, and yeah, we're gonna pick up from there. So any questions from the players? Anything you wanna ask, or
Hashtag the mayor stinks.
Very good.
she's a skunk.
I'm assuming this is like all very close sequence of events. We wouldn't have time to see how things play out with like what happened with Citizen Soldier, or
They
or
are
are
going.
you going to save that?
Well, yeah, we can. They did manage to get him out from under the lights. He's a tough guy, but they did take him to the hospital for observation. Um, and at the moment, the city is just kind of stunned because, it's bad enough with the gangs and that kinds of things in Nocturne, but now that the villains seem to be united, and because they suspect that this plasmid and Grayfin, they're like, oh well, they're who knows if they had help, but thank God, at least one hero was there. Citizen Soldier couldn't handle everything himself. Thank God Neon was there. So, but the days after that, yeah, the story's just starting to ramp up.
Sounds like Chopper needs to set up a not-for-profit organization under Neon's name and have donations pour into it.
That is a really good idea. Very good idea. Look into that.
I love it. All right. Let's see. One more comment here. Without remaking his character.
I do work on my characters a lot. So I will cop to that. And the character did change between session 0 and session 1. You got a little more techy after the events of session 0. So yes.
Under Neon's name is not the same thing as the money goes to Neon.
I mean, as far as you know.
Well, thank you everyone for watching. I'm going to go ahead and let the players tell us a little bit about themselves, where they can find them, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap up. I want to thank everybody who joined the stream tonight. I love the interaction in the chat. Thank you very much. Please follow this on Twitch. Follow Restless Barbarian Gaming on Twitch and on YouTube. So let's go ahead and let people tell them a little about themselves. Let's see, Limey Dragon, you got anything going on?
No, just my other games that I run in live person. But otherwise, I'm just a good old-fashioned fan who's enjoying being a villain for once.
Awesome. Okay. And Jeffrey?
It's good to be bad. Yeah, I'm in the middle of making a podcast of a tabletop fantasy RPG, and also playing my own games. And you can find me on social media. At J Gilbank Art is my handle on pretty much everything. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. And Carlos?
How much time do I have? No, I'm kidding.
No.
So the next the next thing that I have that I contributed to is from Cold Boat Press, Waste of Chaos, which should be coming out in the very near future. Also, my group with Blaine Berserker here in chat, Vorlin Publishing, will have his novel coming out relatively soon. I think we're doing some reading on that now. I did want to plug one thing that is not mine at all, that I have nothing to do with, but I wanted to mention it here. Some folks might know, especially if you follow superhero role-playing games, that a really great guy and really passed away recently, Darren Watts, who was a super influential for superhero role-playing game, doing Champions and working with Sentinels and all kinds of other things. I've met him a few times. He was absolutely terrific. There is a PDF that Star Anvil Studios is putting out. I'm going to stick it in the chat. The Advanced Primate Evolutionary, and proceeds for that will go to his family. Big loss to the community. He's a terrific. Darren was a terrific guy. So,
yeah, definitely. I picked that up myself because that was for a great cause. So yeah, if folks go ahead and pick that up, I want to work it into the game at some point. So so I have it. So
looking forward to it. Sure.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Well, for myself, yep, we'll be back to playing Vampire on Thursday. Blood in the Water episode 5 is coming out. And then join us back next Sunday night here on Twitch, Restless Barbarian Gaming, for the next episode of Greyfin and the Masters of M.U.C.K. So thanks again for everybody watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.